So, where am I at? There I am. Hey y'all, welcome to Farm Girl Friday. It's been a while since we've talked, but we're out here today rotating cows. So this is my mama cow pasture. This is a rotation they have been on for 4 days. There's some dung beetle movement. There's a dung beetle right there, for anybody interested. Nice cow patties. So this time of year, this is something I'm paying very close attention to, is the piling of their manure. So, to slow down stomach aches, I slow down my grazing. So normally in a rotation this size, with, I think I have 9 head in this pasture right now, I would normally leave them for 2 to 3 days. But the growth is extreme right now. You can see how high the grasses are. They're about as high as my 4-foot high polywire. It's sagging a little bit right here. The clover is 2 foot high. Their salad bar is extreme. So, to help with them stomach aches, we just slowed down production here. And I have them eat a little longer, making them eat the roughage a little more, which causes their stomachs to calm back down. So roughage is the stems, a little bit older grass that's been here a while, making them really think. Oh, look at that mouthful. And this is in a rotation they've been in for 4 days and they're still finding that type of grass. You can tell they're not starving at all, even though I'm keeping them on here an extra day. But you can see the growth pattern across the field. And they're munching it down pretty good. But they're about to go into this amazing stand for the next few days. But here's how my fields will look. I have very few buttercups. There's a few right over there on the hill. That was where the worst ground was, the worst soil, when we first started here almost 2 years ago now. And I bale grazed that up there for the first winter we were here. And as you can tell, there's hardly any weeds. That's been grazed once already this spring. All that grass has been growing back. These guys do a great job. So we're gonna go over here. Oh, well, I was explaining about the cow patties. So when they're runny, they'll be spread out and everybody will have green butt. Now I'm looking at these cow patties. You can see all the holes in it from good dung beetle work being done. But what I'm also looking at is how it's stacked. You see how it's a nice big fluffy, what a cow patty should look like, pile. It's not spread out in a gooey little mass across the field. It's all pronounced, all sitting right here. This is what I like to call a floating patty, because you can see the grass is holding it up from the soil. And that's what I like to see. I like to see a good amount of grass. Look at that one underneath these patties. So let's go over here and move these guys. Every year, I don't care how good your cows are, you'll have a bad apple in the bunch. It's not that this little fella is a bad guy. He's just special. He was my calf. I had to put a little bit more love in when he was born because he couldn't figure out how to nurse off his mama. And now he's extra special because we can get out. But it's a hard life to get back in. He just snuck back under the fence just then. And it's not an every time we're here. It's about every other time I come, he has snuck out of the rotation, which is completely normal. Calves sneak out from underneath these rotations all the time. They're 4 foot high. Calves are not even 3 foot sometimes at birth. So it's easy for them to get in and out. His thing is he cannot figure out how to get back in to save his life. So to make sure his mama's udder's good and to make sure he has, you know, a nice growing pattern, we got to make sure little fella is back in with the herd every time. Even though he gets out, he cannot get back in. Which can be aggravating. But at the end of the day, they are cows. Hey, Glisten. Hey, Glisten. You got a little fly. There you go. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Y'all ready to be moved? Let's go over here. Everybody's kind of standing around in the shade right here. So it's a whole 79 degrees today and we don't want to melt. Which is nice. My alleyway down to the pond is all shaded. So in the summertime, this is where they like to hang out. Or down there at the swamp. It's not really a swamp, it's actually a spring, but we call it the swamp. So, one pool, and we'll be able to move this herd. Take my post up here, and come on, cows! Come on, cows! Come on, cows! Some good babies falling in with their mamas. Yes, yes, I see you. One more. Come on, cows! The beauty of this is I do not call them unless it's time to be moved. And if you thought I was exaggerating on height of grass, let me come here. I just have the camera sitting right at grass level as they come in and start munching out. Good girl, Molasses. Bull slicked off beautifully already. Mama cows are still working on it. So what I love about the cows, they come in here and they'll munch the tops off, which is perfect for me because they're going to be taking care of these weeds before their seed heads get mature. So the only thing bad about that is that my grass seed heads will be taken off too. But that's why in the first season that they were in this pasture, I let everything go to seed and drop to the ground, which resulted in way less weed and more grasses for the next year to come. Getting him some big old mouthfuls. So I just put up today's post for the rotation. If you hear my voice, we're all struggling when it comes to allergies. Really bad out here. let me just take you for a ride while I put that wire on. So I about stepped on the first snake of the year. Always thrilling. There's the Moody's eating in the rotation. We just put them in. I couldn't carry y'all in the post, so y'all are going to help me put up the wire. So, fun fact. The grass, being as high as it is about too tall. I normally don't let it even go this far before we bush hog my lines where I'm going to be putting up rotations at. But we bush hogged at my other pasture this week and got a little behind on this one. So I'm having to fight for my life. And like I said, I just stepped on a snake and I'm not looking at my feet to see what I'm stepping on. So we're just gonna have to go with the flow and pray I don't step on something poisonous. But anywho, there's a ladybug. I don't know if you can see it or not. But yeah. And the jungle, the mighty jungle. I'm having to put my wire on the very top loop because this dock is not my friend. But my cows are eating it slowly and killing it down every year. So, whew, I'm not going to complain too hard. But here we go. So, I have to walk a line twice to put it up. I put posts out and stretch my wire, and then I come back towards the car and put the wire up and tighten it. That one done hooked itself. And I'm also walking in the same path twice, which knocks down a lot of the tall stuff. And like yesterday, I went through and completely, with my feet, cut a path for yesterday's rotation. One-handed. That's not exactly straight, but it's fine. Wanted to show you all the clover over here. We got white clover and red clover. Oh, I love clover. Perfect nitrogen fixation plant for your pastures. And the cows love it in small quantities too. So there you are. There's putting up a rotation and moving cows for the day. Hope you enjoyed.